Hello everybody, welcome back to the stream, welcome back to Asphalt 9, and yeah, welcome to the green Aston Martin DB11. I changed the color to green to represent British Racing Green because it's the first weekend of F1 this weekend, and you may notice I started the stream an hour early from usual time, and that wasn't an accident. I didn't teleport back to daylight savings or anything, but I don't want to miss F1 qualifying. It's the first session of the season, so figured if it's already kind of a boring weekend in Asphalt, why miss qualifying over this? So, like, that's just the deal. I think I'll buy actually 2 Lafferty blueprints and that Vanda one over there. Trying not to dump out all of our credits at once, but might as well make a little bit of progress. What's our pack going to give us? A little bit of credits back. There you go. So what's going on in Asphalt this weekend? Just like Sunday, we have the Ace Spark and NSX GP, although we're further in. Let's see how I did the last round. If I had so I'm in P5, looks like. I don't remember what my previous score was, but when I went to bed, I was in first place in the round. Looks like I got 45 points. So here's what happens. I started I haven't bought a single pack for this car. I haven't spent any tokens. So I started out 1 star. You can kind of see all these whales have upgraded, and by round 3, like, I was just kind of like, I had the fastest time for a 1-star car, but everybody's just 2 stars, so it's just faster. Probably could have squeezed somebody out if I tried harder, but there's that. And then round 4, I got my 2-star upgrade for free and just knocked it out of the park. I just should have seen that coming, but looks like I'm pretty close for 4th place, and actually I'm only in 5th because this guy played early. So looks like You think this is a lot of tokens? Go back like 6 months ago, right before we upgraded the Jesco. It's not a lot. And look at other accounts. I'm very, it's just because I don't dump on 6-star cars all the time. But yeah. I haven't spent any tokens, I don't plan to, so we'll just try to snipe the car in 4th or 3rd place. We'll see how we can do against the whales. And, that's that. I still can't do anything in the Ace Spark event because they don't want to re-give me the glitch or anything. Can't buy my way out of this, so that's not great. F1. Yeah, in practice, I watched a bit of practice. I watched FP3 and a little bit of FP2. Red Bull are certainly good. I thought they'd be good, but they're actually really quick. And Mercedes looks vulnerable right now, so this could be a pretty big weekend for Max. We'll see. But I wouldn't hold your horses until Q3 when everyone shows their true pace, because remember, they're not even at the preseason times yet, and they're not even at the 2020 poll time. So we don't know anybody's true potential. It starts at 10 a.m., which is about an hour and a half from now. So that's that. In terms of daily events, we got Easter Cup, we got a Hollyfest, a car hunt for the 911 GT1 with a pretty terrible drop rate. I've only gotten the guaranteed blueprints. Actually, I got one drop, I think, but I haven't been grinding car hunt. I don't really care to grind anymore. You have the C-Class Elite. I have a terrible time in that. And, yeah, I guess we'll warm up by playing the Easter Cup. There's some rewards in here, but 5 tokens apiece. Not interested. So, it looks like the Invented RSV is probably going to be the best car. Yep. So let's do that. That takes away from multiplayer season, but oh well. The new pot noodle thing. Like, it's no pot and you make noodles? That just sounds gross. Like, just boil pasta. That's pretty cheap in the first place. I'm saying that as I have no kitchen and no way to make pasta. Am I gonna stream Racing Master? They haven't released a PC version to my knowledge, so I don't plan to stream it, and I don't have enough space on my phone, funny enough. That's why I haven't tried it the beta, is because I've used like 61 out of 64 gigs on my phone, and I just don't feel like deleting anything. Alright, that went horribly. Well, at least that's a win-up. Let's just finish the race and get another try later. But, yeah, I've seen Racing Master. I saw a little bit of gameplay. I watched a stream of it, and definitely looks like it has big potential to be in its own sector. I don't think it's going to be the Asphalt killer as a lot of people think it's going to be, because it's a totally different game to Asphalt 9. It caters to a completely different crowd, in my opinion. But it definitely has big potential to be really successful, and it's backed by Codemasters, so I think there's a good chance it will deliver when it actually launches. So let's see how that goes. It reminds me heavily of Grid 2. Especially there's a Chicago map, and I'm pretty sure it's the exact same map as Grid 2. I'd have to recheck that and verify, but yeah. I feel like it's definitely a fresh coat of paint for people. I just haven't tried it out yet because there's no PC version. And I just don't feel like playing a game on my phone. Deleting stuff. Not really interested. Except for April Fools, they're probably going to give away LVN blueprints, I'd guess. For like 99% or something like that. Something really stupid. It's spring break, lucky. I didn't get a spring break because of Corona. But hopefully vaccination progress speeds up. My parents just got their first doses of the vaccine, so that's a good sign. Maybe I'll get vaccinated next month. We'll see. Play Asphalt 9 and PS5. I would never infect my PS5 with a virus like that. It deserves better. But I would not want to restart playing this game. I'm happy I didn't double account in this game like I did with Asphalt 8. Because I would actually probably want to kill myself if I did that. So, you know, I don't know what the future of this game holds, but so far it's pretty boring, it looks like. So sorry if people don't like ranting, but I mean, we gotta have this conversation at some point, right? So there's actually the train here instead of the jump. But I don't think Racing Master is going to be the Asphalt killer. I think it will just be a great racing game. Kind of like how Real Racing 3 and Asphalt 8 like coexist. It'll be in like that same vein. I think Racing Master competes the most with something like Real Racing 3 or Grid Autosport, although they're basically the same developer. And we'll see. I don't know how the handling or the controlling is, but it looks pretty good. Heavily focused on drifting. That puts us in only 112. Getting a great lap. Probably don't want to waste too much fuel. It's not really a sim, and you can't really get a full sim experience on a phone. I still think Real Racing 3 is the best like for that, and even that has okay physics. Let's try this. Get some credits. Probably let's see. Let's use C class. Okay. I guess it's the Hussarian. Weekling, another episode of Idiots comparing arcade racing games with Sims. Yeah. Average Asphalt 9 fan versus average Grid Autosport enjoyer. I haven't played Grid Autosport since I was 13. But still. Enjoyers are definitely on the better here. I don't know if they'll ever... Like, I don't know if it's actually like feasible to make Racing Master for PC, because like in my opinion we're lucky enough to have Asphalt 9 on PC in the first place, but any other game they release on PC is just gonna get curb stomped by all the sims that are available, like iRacing and instead of course R Factor 2. So for a free to play you can get race room racing experience and get decent amount of content. So I don't know, but usually GameLoft's the only kind of developer that puts their games on the Windows Store. We never saw that with EA or Codemasters or anything, but I could be wrong. That was a mistake. Let's go. Driving kind of sloppy right now. That's why we're warming up. That's a car. Yeah, Asphalt 9 on Switch, you'd think it would die, and I don't know, I don't keep track of the game anymore, but I wouldn't think it's doing the hottest right now. Let's see, that's 100 place, and that's first, or 1%. You think A9 died on the poor season pass update? I definitely think that's a spot to go wrong. In my opinion, like, there were multiple stab wounds, but the first major one was the Jesco event. I think that first Drive Syndicate was, like, the start of, like, it opened Pandora's box for them to do kind of whatever they want to the community and to the game. Hey, Spark event, you mean this? Kinda don't have anything much to do because we don't have any of those cars yet. I guess we can start practicing Grand Prix now. Let's grab our prize. Cool. 50,000 credits. The only way to kill Asphalt is have blur on mobile. You would think a Mario Kart on the phone, like Mario Kart Tour, would kill Asphalt, but no, because it's horribly pay to win. Arguably worse than Asphalt in that sense. Like, unlocking the characters in that game is just ridiculous. But, yeah, a Mario Kart couldn't even stop Asphalt. Yeah, Murray Walker passed about a week and a half ago. That was really sad. We also lost Top Gear legend Sabine Schmidt, I think her name was. The Queen of the Ring, and There was like this, also there was this guy, I think his name was Sharaf, and he went blind. And then he passed away from cancer last week, which was horribly unfortunate. But there's like a YouTube video on the F1 channel from like 2018 where he gets like a ride in a two-seater, and it's like really good. I'd recommend watching that one. I think Charles is wearing a helmet in his name this weekend. But yep, I guess that's how life goes. It just happens. It sucks. But yes, Mario Kart Tour is what I was talking about. I don't know. We've had enough discussions about the gaming industry in general and how its monetization has been, but like that never changes overnight. And I know like me alone is probably not gonna ever have an influence on anybody how they want to price their game, but it will make me appreciate other stuff more. I played Mario Kart Tour like the week it came out when it blew up because I'm on a college campus, like everybody was playing it, but we got a blueprint. Nice, but I'm not going to freestart this thing. You know what's weird about Mario Kart Tour? It's a vertical, like, racing game. Not horizontal, like, you know, how you play Asphalt. And, in my opinion, the handling just wasn't right. It just didn't feel right. I didn't get very far in it, and just ended up deleting the game. It like focuses too much on like those gem currencies that are like heavily overpriced. Just to unlock one character. So unless you're a huge fan of Shy Guy, the game's not for you. Heavily lost interest. Yeah, me too. But if you know this channel's plans, then you know where we're heading. About a month and a half. Oh, I gotta show you guys something I got in the mail today, later on in the stream. Mr. ASD012, I haven't seen you in years. How you been, man? Welcome back. That's the name I haven't seen forever. Good to see you. Let's see. It's a little bit better, 108. But yeah, it's a mindless hunt for just cars that are dust collectors. Like, why am I even playing this, honestly? I'm never gonna use this car. It's just gonna sit, never be used, unless it's like some obscure special event that needs this car for like 10 conditions. For another dust collector car. It's just like so mind-numbing. And I don't know. I feel like they also like took out a lot of the stuff that made Asphalt like all the external stuff. You know what Asphalt had? It had contests. There were some real prizes in a lot of cups. You had notoriety for finishing in the top 10, the top 20, the top 1 of a cup. Laps were so like precise because the timing window is like so close. It's like just getting an extra frame would like get you 1,000 more views. For instance, if you were like posting on YouTube, like it's crazy how the scene was in Asphalt 8. And Asphalt 9 had esports, but that doesn't seem to happen anymore. Probably because of what happened on the Europe side. You know, thank those people for that. But yeah, I don't know. There's like it's just grind the game, play special event, play Grand Prix, repeat. No incentive otherwise. And then the drive syndicate will come up, be like, oh my god, it's a DS3, DS4. Oh my god, so cool. And then like a week later, they're gonna hit the paywall that we already knew about, and they'll be like, this game is the worst ever, and then immediately play the next update. It's a 108.3, better. Yeah, there's no blueprint system. ESLT said it's starting up again. Really? That's cool. I would love to be wrong on that front. Nintendo DS4. Yeah, that's something to think about. Some people have turned to. Do you mean like the YouTube Shorts? That's something Nikan has done a lot with his Genshin videos. F1 also has been doing that a lot, I've noticed, but I don't know. I don't really like the shorts. They're trying to. It's just like TikTok reposts for the most part. And I don't know about how many of you guys watch TikTok, but I don't, so I don't care. But I guess it's popular. And it like helps you in the algorithm in the same way polls do. Like polls are really overpowered in the algorithm for some reason. Down. Let's go. I hope to still commentate on esports. I genuinely love Asphalt esports. That is something I found really fun, and that doesn't wear off on me. I still love competition. Don't get me wrong. Even when I leave this game eventually, like I'm not gonna like abandon it and just throw it out the window and just never see it again. Like, you know, well, just like how we play Asphalt 8, like, rarely on this channel. We might come back to Asphalt 9 for, like, just to get a kick out of it. And then, yeah, if there's a competition and I get the opportunity to commentate, like, I'll take that opportunity. Because I love competition. I'm sure many of you guys find it entertaining as well. Ooh, you need a Snapdragon 835. I wonder if my OnePlus 6 could even run it then. Petitions are like a meme, and it's honestly kind of annoying. Oh man, I was worried you guys would bring up the Isla drama. I was worried somebody would bring that up, because I don't want to talk about that, because I'll become a target. But Justin summarizes it pretty well. And in my opinion, if you think that it's okay to sell Grand Prix results in any way, like, even outside of Asphalt. Like, think of it this way. Think of, like, taking a lawyer exam, like the bar, or your medical school, like MCAT. If you paid somebody to get a high score for you, isn't that, like, really, really, really bad? Like, would you want somebody who paid for results to do your heart surgery? So I know it's hard to compare that to Asphalt, but, like, in my opinion, if you're defending that, then I am not going to argue with you. Just saying. But now I'm going to become a target. So, here we go. Let's go. Who wants drama? You know, I always thought Asphalt was pretty clean with drama, Asphalt 9, compared to Asphalt 8, but, you know, there's always people that want to start that. Sir, I am thick. I actually fit into large t-shirts now, so I'm not as thick as I used to be. Sorry. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Hasty. Yeah, I hope I get the ESL gig again. So I guess let's do multiplayer and rant until F1 qualifying. That's kind of the plan. We'll just play multiplayer until F1 hits up, and then I'm gonna watch that. I can't stream that because I get copyright striked. So, oh well. It's a stupid arcade game. Chill. Yeah, it is a stupid arcade game. I agree with you. So, why make a huge deal? Like, okay. I don't want to, like, set off the stands or anything, but everyone's making a big deal over a stupid arcade game. But then again, saying, why are you making it a big deal if I say about why whatever happened is wrong? You see where I'm going? Mario, the DaBaby convertible. I want that to be added. I would love to drive DaBaby. Platinum League, I don't know if we'll reach that. We'll see how fast we can progress. How much this TVR can give us. But it's Ghost Slipstream, so this should be pretty overpowered. I don't imagine we'll do many races with this. What's my reaction? Ferrari announced their hypergraphic program for endurance racing. That's pretty exciting for them to come back. Hopefully they do better than their F1 success recently, but I think that definitely has potential to do well. I hope to see Charles drive Le Mans though. That would be really cool to see him try endurance racing. Graham will show up? I don't know. I don't know. I can't summon him, but he might show up. We are streaming earlier than usual, so I wouldn't expect him to be here. I know that it's like a band for a day. Yeah, I'm very aware of that. And I gotta be careful about what I say, because if I say something that pisses off the wrong person, then I become a target. And I don't want to be living in drama. I got free guac from Chipotle. Let's go. As a reward. I don't even know what for. But I'll take it. Next time. Are we in silver? I didn't pay attention. No, we're still in bronze. Almost there. This next race will do it though. Factorial, our favorite MP series. Look at all those Lotuses and Himalayas. A Hot Dog 1 clip channel. I think like, oh man, that would take forever to dig out all like the big moments. Like, that'd be cool, because like there's like a ton of stuff that we have from back in the day, and even like current times that are like iconic moments. And rather than doing a compilation, a clip channel, those seem to be popular. There's like a Jimmy Broadbent clips. I saw Tiamat Marduk. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's the guy who plays all the F1 games. He has a clip channel. Dark Viper has a clip channel. It seems like everybody has a clip channel these days, so maybe. I just have to like find all the iconic clips because, you know, it's sifted through hours and hours of streaming videos and all that. And those live multiplayers. Something I'll consider though when I have more free time. I know the train will probably die by the time I get to it. If they make a better car, it would have to be the Hennessy F5, the Venom F5. That's pretty much the only thing they could feasibly do, because it also has a really high top speed. So unless they want to like fake a car going 300 miles an hour like they did with the Camaro and the Homage in Asphalt 8, there's your answer. A Chesco Absolute, I guess so. They want to reskin a car. Use the F40. That'd be a bit of a challenge. Anyway, TVR gets it done easily. Will there be an April Fool's video? Uh-huh, but I won't tell you what it is. But yes, yes, I have one in the making. I won't tell you guys what it is though. I don't want to set any expectations other than that it's going to exist. Let's get our F40 going. He had a good start with the F40, but decided to just play pinball with all the other trapper cars. So now I have to survive. Let's see. I'm gonna take the inside route and have everybody follow me like sheep. It's all my speed there. Game Waffle, they'll post a video that they've, instead of site drive, it'll be like, I don't know, I can't think of something that's not explicit, but something drive. Maybe they have like a, I don't know, a burger that drives or something like that they'll release in the game. Hot Lap and Asphalt 8 versus Hot Lap and Asphalt 9. I think Asphalt 8 was more fun than Hot Lap. This game definitely has its moments, but you need the right car for it. Asphalt 8 had like a much like simpler criteria in order to like go for hot lapping. And pretty much every car in that game could do it. Asphalt 9, you need a car with good handling and acceleration to like get stuff. It's my favorite F1 team and driver. Well, you see my hat here, you can figure out the favorite driver. The team, let's see if I can pan my camera up a little bit. There's your answer. So here's both your answers then. So there you go. Although, right, I'm still a little mad at Ferrari for firing my boy. But first race is this weekend. Same track. Good variety game left. This car is actually pretty high top speed. It will compete with the sorry, I thought it was slower than how much it actually is. I'm a fan of Aston Martin, but they're not my favorite team. But they have my favorite driver. But we'll see. It's basically Racing Point, but as an actual manufacturer, which is Force India. Without the corruption anymore, but instead we have Big Daddy Lawrence Stroll. The Challenger SRT. Hey guys, let's use a really slow car. That'd be funny. It would, but I just lose points. Like, it wouldn't even... That car is just not even fun to drive in the first place. But you know what? I'll humor you and actually drive it. We won't win anything. A Vettel-Perez lineup would have been fire. Honestly. That was the lineup we should have gotten. But yes, to humor that one guy in chat, let's drive this. Is TC Crew or TC2 the Crew 2? If it is, I haven't played it yet. I'm waiting for it to go free. I thought it would be like one of the free games today. Or not today, just like in general. It hasn't happened yet. Alright guys. It was leading for a little bit there. but this thing doesn't even have the top speed to keep up regularly, even on full nitro. Handling, forget about it. Keeping me in the race. This is where I lose it all. The acceleration and handling lets me down. That's what I thought would happen. Ferrari, Rosso Corsa, Rosso Scuderia, and I always forget what the name of the yellow one is. It starts with a G, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, Rosso Corsa is the classic one, so I don't know. Let's keep driving the F40. Which restaurant has the best pizzas? So I'm from Chicago, so if you guys know what Chicago pizza is, we have a thing called deep dish. So that's like the standard around here. And the best place for that, in my opinion, is Lou Malnati's. If you ever come to Chicago, you have to try Lou Malnati's. It's really good. It's my favorite pizza. We've had this discussion before though. Haas looks like garbage this year. And it's sad because Mick Schumacher is like, he's there and he's driving, but he's driving the Haas and it just looks like a mess. And they're not going to develop it at all. So that team's going to die on race 1. I bet Williams is going to score points and they won't. Donato, did he improve Ferrari? He might have. They've looked fine in practice, but we won't know the true pace until qualifying. I thought this was the other variant. Okay. Hopefully we're not passed. You think he'd pull the Haas into the points? The thing is, like, he might be able to do it in the first rounds when we're all here, but the Haas is not going to develop their car at all. Like, 0 upgrades. The car we see in practice today is going to be the car we see in Abu Dhabi in December. So if that car is able to score points, it would have to do it at the start of the season. And that's when the drivers are less experienced. That's why they have 2 rookies. It just doesn't look good. Again, I really hope Schumacher does well and proves me wrong, but McLaren are a dark horse. They look good. I don't know if they'll beat Mercedes. Probably not. But they look like they might be comfortably third. Might be, though. So we don't really know. Again, we won't find out until about an hour and a half from now. Drive to Survive. I haven't watched the whole season. But Gasly, they make him look like a god. Because that's how Netflix does it. You know what Netflix should have done? Is a George Russell, to Mercedes thing. I feel like that one would have been really, really popular. Not just with F1 fans, but with the new people they're trying to attract in the first place. Like, come on. the rookie kid who's been driving in the back markers his whole career gets a shot at driving a Mercedes. That's like a movie plot, and that happened in real life. And that race was literally like a movie for both Perez and Russell. They never touched on that, and that's a crime. Instead, we see Austria and Monza 5,000 times. And Valtteri's butts for some reason. Netflix, like, I know Netflix has like the stereotype of they have to throw in nudity in literally every single show they put out, and F1 is no exception. Instead, you get Valtteri butt-ass. So, there you go. That's their priorities. Show a bunch of fake sounds and team radios from other years, and then you gotta throw in a butt. So for anyone who just tuned in, welcome to the stream. You think Daniel Ricciardo to McLaren is a bad move versus Alpine? Look at where Alpine is, like, with Alonso. They look alright, but they don't look like top tier. Yeah, Red Bull would have been a title team this year, but could they have done it with Max in the team? I think the whole point Ricciardo left was because they were giving special treatment to Max. Alright, we're in gold, so let's go. Let's start with the McLaren F1 right away. It's probably done charging. I haven't watched the stuff with Roman's crash yet. Let's see how the 3-star McLaren does. No, I think Racing Master will have almost no influence on Asphalt at all, because it's an entirely different game. It's an entirely different, like, market of players, in my opinion. Asphalt 9 caters to generally the casual, like, arcade enthusiast, because its physics are really easy to pick up, even Asphalt 9's. And Racing Master is kind of trying to target the sim audience in a way, but it's not even a sim. So I think they're different markets, so it won't directly affect Asphalt. Will a few players switch to it? Yeah. But will it be enough to, like, have them notice anything? No, because they'll just make another pay-to-win thing and milk more money from whales. Do you think Ferrari's going to do a Control-C, Control-V on the 2019 engine? We'll see. Ferrari doesn't look like it's going to win this year. But I could be wrong. The Lando versus Sainz. I haven't watched that one either. But I heard it's really bad. Let's try the SCG. My room's a mess. Is it really? Like, okay, real talk. I'm gonna switch to the camera while this races. Is it really that much of a mess? Like, okay, you got my bag. Okay, you got my couch. I vacuumed it last week. Look behind me. That's just my my mouse and, like, my mask. I usually have my computer right here. This is, like, my stream setup desk. And just, like, what, post-notes, coffee stuff? That's nothing. My room's not that much of a mess. That's a loaf of bread right there. That's not trash or anything. You gotta make do with the little space I have in here. That being said, let's go race. It's not a mess. I will die on that hill. Come over. Room 332. Right now. I'll prove it to you. You're joking. Yeah, you weren't joking until I called you out. The fish paper towel holder? Yeah, my mom got that when I was like really young. Behind me. Ooh, I had to get airtime. Hopefully the speed is enough. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, it's not that bad. Like, yeah, it's not the tidiest room in the world, but one, I can't have that many guests over. I can only have one at a time. And oh, I accidentally hit back. Oops. Let's not drive the SCG anyway. Let's do the center one. I would spend it on the Jesco, because Dry Syndicate 4 is going to have some BS that you're going to have to spend on something you don't want. But yes, I don't have that many guests either, and the guests I do have are like my close friends, so they already know what I am up to. Bit of a drifted ended too early there. Let's see. I get to do club races. I haven't done those in a while. Usually, like, they don't get populated that much. Maybe if Europe shows up. Oh, I meant to shockwave that. Yeah, since it's not the best looking car in the world. AlphaTauri looks good. I think it's the Honda engine that's really strong, surprisingly. Let's use the DBS. Could Verstappen win the championship? I think he can, but this is a long season. You know what's something I don't think many people have thought about? Is, this is a 22 race season. I know not probably some of them are going to get canceled to COVID, but 22 races is a lot. And if it's one thing we've seen from the Vettel versus Hamilton years is that Mercedes over a full season is really good. So just even if Red Bull dominates this race weekend, I don't think Mercedes are just going to whimper off in the second place. I think they're going to come back like hungry. Mercedes is not the team that likes to lose, and I know like no team likes to lose, but okay, when Ferrari loses miserably, they fire a ton of staff and like talk about how it's some driver's fault or it had the potential. When Mercedes loses, they come back and absolutely curb stomp the next race. And strategy and performance and qualifying. So, I would never discount Mercedes, ever. And Red Bull, they're fast, but how reliable is it? Because if you remember, reliability was a question mark. I think Max had 5 DNFs or something like that last year, out of the 17 races, and that cost him second place. So, you never know. We're already in the top 400, so I don't know how much better it can do. I'm gonna drive the McLaren again. Yeah, Max did good in practice one, but if you remember all the Ferrari times in the hybrid era, there would be like Ferrari, 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 and then Mercedes pole. Mercedes win. The only times that really matter are qualifying in the race. And in practice, you can do glory runs all you want, but just pay attention to the lap times they're doing. They're slower than preseason, and they're slower than the pole time from last year. So I don't think any team is revealing their true pace yet. I think Q2 is when like you'll see who's really fast and who is bluffing. So we'll see. I'm not fully convinced on any team yet. The only thing I do know is to not discount Mercedes. Oh, this is pretty crazy. This is a pretty stacked race we got here. This end will be interesting. Whoa, I got a lot of nitro there. Whoa, save it. Saves. I need a hockey goalie save right there. I need a PR like right now. Hitting the wall is not a PR. And there goes the race. Oh no! I ran out of nitro and then I got rammed by that car. Absolutely rammed wrench. Be right back in a second. Let's go. Oh, I never turned on desktop audio. Let me do that before we get an alert. So, did I lose any rating there? I don't think I did, or if I did, it was very little. That was a mess, but I had the lead way too early there. I have not played Racing Master. I already explained why. It's been over a year since the Legend Pass has been added. Yeah, this game like changed like forever. Like when they added the Legend Pass and fully monetized it. What is my favorite chocolate? Ooh, that's a really hard question because I love chocolate. Oh. In my opinion, the best quality chocolate like to buy is Ghirardelli. But ooh, that's tough. That's really tough. Because there's so many good chocolates. I'm just gonna let it escalate. Oh, like Mackinac fudge is really good. Ghirardelli, anything by Ghirardelli is really good. Especially their dark chocolate though. Oprah Weiss chocolate ice cream is so good if you're from the Midwest. There's so many different types of chocolate that's really good. In my opinion, though, the best one is like when it's fresh and like when it's cold. Although melted chocolate is also really good. Yeah, chocolate's just awesome. I think it's like one of man's best inventions for food. Anyway, we won that one with the 3-star McLaren. Pretty sweet. I already talked about my favorite pizza about 25 minutes ago, but it's Lou Malnati's deep dish from Chicago. I love a lot of Chicago foods. Unsurprisingly. So let's see. Let's use the Apollo, because we're kind of close to Platinum now. If you want to count coffee as like a subcategory, it's technically they use beans, right? Coffee. Who is my roommate? I guess that picture or something, right? No, my roommate was supposed to be my friend Logan, but he went remote a week before we were supposed to come back for school in August, and I have the room to myself now. We already had the reservation, and at least they didn't charge me for a single, but it does get kind of lonely here. I got no GF, just Asphalt. But not just Asphalt, just like I got my PlayStation and other friends, but no roommate, no GF. So. And then now Formula One's back, so that would eat more of my time. Alright, big potential, take the lead. I'll let somebody take the adventure for me here. Thank you. Ooh, I accidentally hit the brakes there. I kid you not. I bumped into the table and hit the brakes on that barrel roll. I'm actually gonna quit the race so I don't lose my rating. Wow, that was an accident. That was an accident. Okay, like let me visualize it. So, the triggers, the left trigger on this controller is the brakes, and I was like holding it down here, and like pushed in kind of, and I bumped into my table, and it pushed the trigger down, and it hit the brake while I was in that barrel ramp, canceling it out and like keeping my car moving in a straight position. So I missed the jump. That was so stupid. That was my fault, 100%. I got a bit too hyped there. Oreos are pretty good, but they're not my favorite ever. Nothing beats a fresh baked chocolate chip cookie from scratch. Oh boy, New York, a multiplayer. Take the loss. I'm sorry, but I have that free rating, so I'll take it. To lose in such an embarrassing fashion is bumping into the left trigger. I don't know if that's exactly better. I'm just resigning right there. If I lose this race and lose rating, fair enough. But last time was really bad. Wow, he's holding pretty well. Oh. Hope this is the right route. Kinda was, until I missed the shockwave. This should be huge. Oh, I should have spammed nitro. Go. P2? P2. We're almost there. I thought it would make it platinum, but this is going pretty quickly. My favorite nostalgic moment of my life. My first top one in Asphalt 8 was pretty huge. That was July 2nd, 2016. I remember that. It was with the Mercedes SLK 55 on Venice. That was really huge. That was my first ever top one. I was playing the game for 2.5 years at that point, and I never won a tournament. I got like second place once, only losing to DeLorean, like in 2014, and that was like the highest I'd ever achieved. Then getting that first top one, that was huge. And then I went on to do that 10 more times after that. Like 100%ing GT4 genuinely. That was really huge. But I'll use VTech for that, so it wasn't a true 100% if you want to call it that. That was fun. Getting the S license times on all the Gran Turismo games. The gold license times for every single license on every single game in the franchise, including like the PSP and all that. The Mira Sector 8, that was like one of the best moments of Asphalt, like for this channel. That was huge because that was a $45 payoff that I got because AJ made a $20 bet and then Ali Raza made a $20 bet last minute and I won that. I went to a Blackhawks game. Oh, wait, I lost that one? Oh well. I'm in Platinum anyway. I lost that by like 1 frame. Don't do ACR Viet since I have the card done. You know what would be the better thing actually? If I do play it but I sandbag and get top 100% just to inflate top 1% just a little bit more. That would be the Chad thing to do. So let's see, what should we drive? I'm thinking 570S. Let's go. Neo EP9. I don't even have that car. I'm not gonna pay $10. Well, we got Rulu first try. Better than last time. Let's go. Also, now it's 9:30, the normal time for stream. We're already left. There's a beast in my stomach, but I am hungry. Hungry for victory. But also hungry for food. Let's see, did we take the half pipe? Oh, we have to take the half pipe. We're just gonna vibe it right here. This should be pretty huge for McLaren. I guess both of us. Oh, I didn't realize the ramp's up there. I was going for the left side. Oh, I just couldn't pass that Aventador right at the end. That was close, though. That was really close. Everyone was within, like, a second. That was a good race. Like, we're watching Godzilla vs. Kong. I will, eventually, but I'll watch it with my dad. Because he's a huge Godzilla fan. So, I won't see it in theaters, but I'll watch it with him at some point. What was the best time for my channel? Probably 2016. In November 2016, I got like one of those in-game promotions from Gameloft, and my channel blew up to like 30,000 subscribers in like a week. That was massive. But then I also argue 2017 was really strong, because I gained like 10,000 subscribers without too much promotion. I still got promoted a little bit by Gameloft, but like Those periods where I went from like 5,000 subs to 30,000 subs in like a week, in like 2 weeks, that was huge for growth. But you know what I think? I think the fact that we've been able to gain about 3,000 subscribers playing Asphalt 9, I think that's also pretty strong. I kind of, first off, I like to drive terribly, and I will take that hit on the chin. But I like to think that I kind of start off from scratch when I started playing Asphalt 9. And see, we've gained like, 3,000 subscribers or something, just playing Asphalt 9 pretty much, just from streaming, not even that many videos. I think that was really impressive. How did Nat wreck from that? Well. I don't know. I still am hungry for that 50,000 subscriber milestone. But that'll have to happen without Asphalt. Which team am I on, Godzilla or Kong? I am Team Godzilla for life. We are a Godzilla household. My dad has this giant Godzilla poster in the basement. Like, we have all the movies from up to 2010, I think. I think we even have the newer ones too. But I remember my dad would buy all the DVDs and stuff. We're a Godzilla. I appreciate the appreciation for Monkey, but we're a Godzilla. We stand Godzilla in this house. That's not go. I pressed freaking the right stick instead of go. Genti's only 2 stars. There's a McLaren update, which cars would be in it? We already have a good chunk of the McLarens, but we're missing the 12C, the 675, 720S, the Ballide, I guess. Other than that, we have most of the McLarens. Maybe the regular McLaren F1 without the wing, or an F1 GTR. That was intentional to drop back a little bit. What wasn't intentional was the result from that. Land it. There we go. And just shockwave. Oh, just trying to push, but really just got me there. Still a pretty good race. Just a 10th in between it. So Godzilla will win? Probably not, because I feel like that franchise just pushes the narrative that Kong is the savior and Godzilla is the bad guy. So I would think the bad guy wins, or the bad guy loses, right? Because that's how every cliche movie is like. We'll see, though. And also the trailer kind of spoiled a little bit. But no spoilers if anybody sees it. So let's see. But I'm on Team Godzilla. I hope there's a lot of action in it. I don't care about the human subplots or any of that. I want to see Godzilla versus Monkey. Lucas Gaming Load. So I'm gonna do a Robot Rock remix of that. Alright, what do I use next? I mean, someone wants to use the Gensi, but it's not very well upgraded. It's going to be slow. Like, our usable cars are the 19J, VLF, and the Huayra. And I guess, like, the events are SV. But it's not as fast as the J. Use the Aperta. Alright, let's check it out. Let's see how this does. It is pretty good. It's not perfect, though. But neither is that 570S I was using. What car do I want to see buffed in Asphalt 9? A lot of cars need a buff, honestly, in my opinion. 918 is one of them. The car just doesn't handle good enough anymore. There's some D-Class cars that need to be faster than the TVR. What's my favorite movie? I don't know. I always go back and forth on like what I really enjoy. There's a lot of movies I really love. This week I actually watched the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Finally. I finally saw it. Now, it wasn't the greatest movie of all time by any means. But it was not bad. I liked it. But I would not watch it again. My favorite movie is the SpongeBob movie from 2004. That's my favorite movie of all time. Oh, I thought it would hold Shockwave there. Let's see, let me get it back. Let's just hold Shockwave and let's see if we can do anything. Ooh, I thought the truck would be cleared by then. Ooh, did I snipe the VLF at the end there? I did. Just barely. I tied him, actually. I have not seen Ford versus Ferrari yet. It was a kid's movie, yes, but okay, here's my thought. If you go into that movie with, like, expectations that it's a kid's movie, like, here's my thought. If I was a parent and I took my kids to see that movie, I wouldn't be mad. As someone who played all the video games, I thought that was passable. And then, as if I was a kid watching the movie, I think I would have loved it. That's my thoughts on it. A solid, like, 6 or 7 out of 10 movie. But I would not watch that again on my own. Or say, like, it's... I would not, like, write a report on that movie or anything like that. Or dissect the messaging or anything. It's just a cheesy action kids movie. There's plenty of those that exist, and it was not that bad. Although I did find the I think like Sonic flossed like 2 or 3 times, and that was pretty cringe. Apollo is in this one, and he's fast. Oh, I thought I had shotgun. Uh-oh. Speed. Oh, did I beat Rulu, or did I get 3rd there? I got 3rd. Just barely passed me. We got tied on the same frame. Japan, Honda, Nissan, Mazda, Toyota, Subaru, Daihatsu, Suzuki. Nissan, did I already say that? It's testing my Gran Turismo knowledge, basically. So, looks like we're kind of at a roadblock. We have one more try in the LaFerrari. Let's try and see if I can, like, win with it. Pagani Huayra R is beautiful. I played Need for Speed. I haven't, like, seriously played Need for Speed since Rivals back in 2013. Like, I've played Need for Speed 2015. I have Need for Speed Payback. I haven't played it yet, though. I haven't gotten Heat yet. And I guess I did play Most Wanted fully on stream in 2018. So I guess that was the last time I really, like, played and enjoyed a Need for Speed game. But I haven't, like, kept up with them since Rivals. If you're talking about the Need for Speed movie, that was a bad movie. I will die on that hill. I did not like that movie. There's a point where it gets too cheesy and stupid, and that was that. And yes, Fast and Furious is like the same level of cheesy stupidity, but they can get away with it because they have big name actors and all that stuff. And for what it's worth, it is quite entertaining, the action and the extreme stunts they do. The Need for Speed movie was like a B-tier Fast and Furious without all like the cool plots. It was just a, hey, my friend died, let's race for him. And then wreck every single car on the way. He's just spinning. Oh, the Gensi just out-accelerates me. Just barely. Or lose one rating. That Ferrari F8 won the race. Interesting. Hey guys, let's drive a D-Class car in Platinum. That would be so funny. Let's keep going. Tokyo Drift. Yeah, I haven't seen Tokyo Drift in a long time. I watched the first Fast and Furious movie on like an airport delay last year. And I liked it, the first one. But I haven't seen the other ones in a long time. And then I haven't seen the spin-off Hobbs and Shaw. I heard that movie was terrible. And then I think they were supposed to come out with F9, but it got delayed to whenever. But that movie looks like ridiculously stupid, but it'll probably be good enough for me to watch it. But you know, it'll be the same as like Furious 6, 7, and 8. Stupid action, stupid subplot about family. We'll see a couple of really cool cars, but it'll be mostly just stunts and missiles and explosions and all that stuff. Vin Diesel will like... Oh yeah, I think in the trailer, like, he throws his car or something really stupid like that. Like, they already showed that in the trailer. That was like the funniest thing. I shouldn't have Shockwave right there. Instead, I'll feed Shockwave to every other player behind me. But we got P2. We actually gained some rating in that race. Fast 9 will probably have a double 16. Something stupidly fast that they're gonna drive for like a minute and then wreck it. When can you play Racing Master? Either whenever they port that to PC, or never, because I don't have enough space on my phone, actually. That's why I can't play it. I only have 3 gigs left, and it's like 3.5 gigs to download, and I don't feel like deleting anything. Anything changed? Nope, nothing changed. We're still using the same cars from 2018 and 19. if you wanted to whale on tokens, you could drive some newer cars in multiplayer, but you could be perfectly fine with your Pirate PC from 2018. Thing is, like, in Asphalt 8, Gameloft would, like, make cars overpowered, like, regularly. In Asphalt 9, they're too scared to make a car, like, really powerful, or if they do, it's really expensive to get to that point where it is overpowered. Because they just, like, they don't release the Epic Import parts enough, they have a stupid upgrade cost for both credits and the amount of tokens it takes to get to that 5 or 6 star. And, you know, it's marginally better than what you already have, so why buy it? And Asphalt 8, that made a huge difference because, you know, you could lose hundreds of positions with 1 second, but if it occurs 1 second faster, but you're still making top 10 with your old car, then what difference does it make to get to top 1 if it's all percents, you know? It's kind of useless. Racing Master's in beta, and that's free to download. Hey, you disliked my video because I'm not going to drive a D-Class car that is actually impossible to win in Platinum League on a Ghost Slipstream. Like, understand that, A, if this is a joke, it's not very funny, unless you're like a 8-year-old. And B, like, legitimately, you cannot... the TVR is the fastest D-Class car, goes 227 miles per hour. And when A-Class cars are doing 240 in Slipstream, you actually can't win that. So, there's your answer. I think I'm going to be done with Slipstream because, there's that. I guess we do have this 1v1, but it's the same prizes as last time. And it's the same cars, too. It is. I don't care. I don't want to drive that. About 10 minutes left in the stream. I guess we'll try out this season. Let's try out the Adventure SV. Do you have the F1 Yep, but we used up all the fuel. So, we drove it when we got to Gold League. But we used it. Slow car fast makes you superior human. If you guys watch Rhino GT4, he gets that kind of stuff in his chat all the time. It's either like use an incredibly overpowered car, or use a car that has literally no chance of winning. If you wanted to watch me race the D-Class car, literally just take your YouTube player and go back an hour ago. There you go. How do I think Aston Martin will do? I feel like they're a really tricky team to rate because they should be, like, if I were to, like, have a prediction, like a legitimate prediction, I would say 4th place, but they could be anywhere from 7th to 3rd, I think. I would not be surprised if they were 7th or 3rd. If they're any higher or lower than that, I would be surprised, but if I were to predict, I would say 4th or 5th. Probably 4th. I just don't trust Ferrari enough to actually have improved that much, and I feel like Alpine's not fast enough. Neither is AlphaTauri. So I would have to guess McLaren gets 3rd and Aston Martin gets 4th. Ferrari, I would say 5th, Alpine 6th, AlphaTauri 7th. AlphaTauri looks very strong, so they might prove me wrong, but I still feel like they aren't fully there to overtake the midfield competition, unless Alpine's bad. I could see Alpine getting 7th place. The Lancer meme was, like, funny the first time, but just like every joke, like, you can only use it 3 times before it's not funny anymore. Well, I better hope Ferrari, like, improves to top 5. I don't think they'll get 6th again. I would say Ferrari, I'd be comfortable, like, predicting them 5th. Maybe even 4th, if they are, like, a much better package. I don't think they'll get 3rd, though. Like, okay, here's my predicted order for Constructors' Championship. I'm going to say it's, and this is going to be boring, but Mercedes, Red Bull, McLaren, Aston Martin, Ferrari, Alpine, AlphaTauri, Alfa Romeo, Williams, Haas. I agree with Justin that Haas is probably the worst team in F1 this year. I think Williams has been improving. They're almost there to points. They almost scored points last year. It just got unlucky with George crashing out and a couple bad timed safety cars. But they have potential to score points this year for sure. Haas looks like garbage. They look like they went backwards, and they've already announced they have no plans to upgrade the car. So if they don't score points in these like first 5 races, they're not going to score points all year around, unless we have something like Austria or Germany 2019, where like half the grid retires. Any reason why Breadman is countryless? I believe it has to do with the Russian, there's like a drug scandal thing, right? With like the substance abuse, performance enhancing drugs like steroids. That was like settled just last year. And the FIA announced that as a new rule, like once Kvyat stopped racing. So that's why he races with a blank license. So the way they got around that was by making the entire car the Russian flag. There's multiple nicknames: Eggman, Breadman, Pervert, Marzipan. But I won't say his real name because I don't think he should be in F1 at all. But we've talked about that enough. Yuki Tsunoda does look like huge potential. Fun fact, Yuki Tsunoda is 5 days older than me. Like, legit. He was born 5 days, like, before I was. We're about the same age. So the fact that somebody my age pretty much is driving an F1 is pretty scary. The Ford Focus is... I'm not at all surprised that the upgrades make it go brr. Alright, I think this is probably going to be the last race of the day. At least the multiplayer. And then we'll try to see if we can do anything in events, but I don't think so. I want to watch qualifying, so I want to be there for that. I almost went left, but I decided to just take the normal route and go right. The start of Q1 is not as important as like Q2 and Q3, so I don't mind if I miss a little bit of Q1, but I do want to watch. And I don't want to do live commentary or anything. I still gotta make breakfast, make coffee. The most cancerous car in this game, the Corvette Grand Sport. Yeah, the memes kind of died on that. People still like abuse this car, but you can easily wrap around it. I feel like GameLoft made this car too boring to drive, honestly. And it's just kind of slow. Like, it handles and drives well enough, but they've made it too slow to actually be good anymore. So now it's just easy to drive. Boom. I just bonked him. And that guy's probably gonna go on Reddit and be like, oh my god, Corvette knocked me down. Oh my god, that game's terrible. Uninstalling. And then he's gonna be back an hour later driving the Corvette. Project Cars Go. Of course I've seen stuff about that. That stinker. I'm in the loop. Just because I don't post that much doesn't mean I don't know about what's going on. Because I genuinely am a racing fan, so anything like racing games and stuff, I'll keep tabs on. I guess we'll do a car hunt race just for fun. I'll drive the Artega. I think they just didn't go full speed. That's honestly it. I keep saying this over and over, but it's only practice and they don't go full potential. They don't go full potential until Q2. Because Q2 is when it starts to get mattered on being eliminated. You can count on one Alpha, both Williams, and both Haas's getting eliminated in Q1. Unless somebody has a mechanical failure. Q2 is where you have to actually start driving fast. And we'll see if Max is the real deal or if Mercedes has been, like, 2019 level sandbagging. Because 2019 was like a similar thing where they said they were vulnerable and Ferrari was the favorites for the title, and then they take pole by like 7/10 of a second. Like, I'm not expecting that kind of whitewash, but definitely not holding my breath. I don't think Red Bull are the title favorites yet. Even if they get a 1-2 this weekend, I still don't think they're the title favorites quite yet. They have to be able to adapt to all the tracks, be reliable, and consistently outscore Mercedes, specifically Hamilton. So, I think that's where I'm going to end on today, because I want to watch F1, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. Didn't rant as much. Somebody was complaining that I rant too much. Hopefully that was for you. But that's just how the state of the game is, so sorry. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll be back next weekend. I don't think there's any F1 next weekend, so we'll be back at the normal time. So, yeah. Probably going to want to try and stream something else. Maybe dip our feet in the GT5 or something. I'll let you guys know what we plan on doing. Anyway, have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.